down. I need y'all to show some Chicago love to Tom Zappia!
What's up, guys? How we feeling, all right? Keep it going for Mike, man. Getting it all loose up here. You guys are nice. How's everyone doing, all right? Chicago, man, it's fucking beautiful. This is a beautiful city. I'm coming in from New York. Everyone says Chicago's the clean New York. I'm like, that's putting it lightly. Are you fucking... I mean, I almost died 4 times last week. This is insane. And I'm about to go to the South Side tomorrow just so I feel at home. This is crazy. Fucking shootings, stabbings, just guys swinging hammers in my neighborhood in New York. Here, I haven't seen one thing of garbage on the ground. Is that... You guys fucking have a good... Yeah, it's like... I was like, I thought it was like kind of a joke. Like, you literally are the cleanest, like, most beautiful city I've ever seen, and I've never been here. It's fucking insane. But hell yeah, guys.
Pick up the trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't litter, but I sure. You can tell the people in my city, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I don't just walk outside and like, fuck this city, just throw shit. But I guess literally nobody does that in Chicago. Jesus. I like that. It's an expensive city, though, right? It's like, I mean, I know New York's expensive, but Chicago, it's expensive, right? Housing, crazy. You guys, it's a lot, right? We just sold my grandmother's house in my family. That's big news. So she lived there for like 60 years. We put it up on the market. We sold it finally, And I don't know if you guys know when you're a kid, and you go to your grandma's house every day. It's like fucking heaven, right? She's giving you candy. She's giving you toys. You can stay up all night. You can do whatever you want, right? Then you turn like 17, you go there, and you realize this house is a complete piece of garbage, right? It's like 2 bedrooms. My dad lived in this 5x8 foot bedroom with his brother in a bunk bed. She hasn't remodeled in like 30 years. The molding's like peeling off. I'm like, Jesus Christ, right? So we're like gearing up to sell our house, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, and I want to buy a house in the next few years, right? And I'm like, I'm looking at this house, I'm like, I think I could dip my toes into this. This can't be that crazy, right? So this is before we even listen to anything, right? So I throw her address into Zillow just to get a feel, right? I throw this house into Zillow, 2-bedroom, middle of nowhere, not great, right? This house is already listed at $580,000 before we did anything, right? And I'm like, Jesus, I can't afford that. That's a little high, right? But she's right there. She's sitting next to me. She's getting excited. She's ready to cash out. She's like, oh my God, really? She goes, when I bought this house in 1968, it was $23,000. What's crazy is I can't afford that either. I'm lying. It's not going great. Thank you guys for coming to see me. I appreciate it. Not that anyone specifically came to see me, but thank you for coming to the show. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm in a studio. I'll be in a studio till I'm 55. Okay? It's rough, dude. Rent. And I don't know if you guys know comedians, we have horrible lifestyles. So like a comedian gets a good roommate, it's like the luckiest thing in the world, right? You have to just keep the lease going as long as humanly possible, right? Because like we're shitty. So like I moved to New York, I'm broke, looking for a roommate, fill out a Craigslist ad, never even met the guy, Mike from Flatbush, right? Struck gold, right? Because we're comics, we're coming home late at night, we're drunk most of the time, we're jerking off with the door open, right? We don't care about anybody but ourselves. So you get a solid roommate, it's like a fucking dream. And before I moved in with this guy, I had 8 roommates, okay? This is the first day, this guy whips out a Dyson. I've never seen it before. He's back, first day he's vacuuming. I lived with trash balls my entire 20s. This guy whips out, I'm like, dude, is this real? He's like, yeah, I like to keep a clean apartment. I'm like, all right. This is fucking heaven. This is news. When he starts doing the dishes after, I'm like, this is as good as it gets, right? He's like, yeah, I'm a loose guy, I'm a cool guy. I need to chat, because comics too, we like to talk, we like to rant. Can't afford, we can't afford therapy because we don't have insurance. But he would just let me rant to him. Dude. He wouldn't even talk back to me. He would just let me spew my bullshit, right? Very, very supportive guy, right? For example, one day I'm in my room, I'm writing a suicide note, right? He walks into my room, he knocks on my door, he walks in, he's like, oh, what's up, Tom? What are you working on today, buddy? I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I'm just writing this suicide note. And he's like, Jesus Christ, dude. I'll proofread that if you need me to. I got the lease immediately. I wasn't the best roommate, okay? I'm a pretty messy guy. I'm pretty dirty. It's fucking gross. But yeah, he was good though. He was good. I'm actually so now I'm about to move in with my girlfriend actually, according to her, and I'm fucking nervous, dude, because she keeps a tight ship, dude. She keeps it tight, right? And me and my girlfriend, we come from extremely different backgrounds, okay, right? She grew up Muslim. Yes, I knew you didn't see that coming, right? My mom, trust me, my dad didn't speak to me on Thanksgiving. Look, she grew up Muslim. I grew up Catholic. Okay, very, very different backgrounds, right? So we first started dating, and we're trying to get along. We're trying to whatever. And when you're dating, you're loose, whatever. You're going to bars. You're going on all that dating apps or whatever. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. They have the ad everywhere in New York. I don't know if they have it around here. There's a dating app for Muslim people called Muzz. Have you heard of this? I'm not doing it. This is real. This is real, right? Swear to God. They got the religious apps. You know, they got J-Day for the Jews. They got Christian Mingle for the Christian. Somewhat respectable names, right? And it's like, what can we come up with for the Arabs? Let's just keep it as racially stereotypical as possible. You know, a white guy came up with that. Let's just go with Muzz. It's simple. It's fun, right? So me and my girlfriend, we first started dating, and I introduced her to my buddy, right? This is one of my dumber friends. And he's like, oh, did you guys meet on Muzz? And I'm like, are you a fucking idiot? Like, we grew up together our whole lives. You know I'm not Muslim. And he's like, yeah, but it's a dating app. Like, you just lie, right? Like, guys, we get on every dating app and we just lie and try to get heighten up the odds to try to get, the best offer. I'm like, I guess you're right, actually. I should have done that. I just wasn't actively seeking a Muslim woman. I wasn't against it, but it wasn't on my radar necessarily as a white man from suburban New Jersey, right? So I guess in retrospect, it would have been fun if I did lie on that and we did meet that way, right? It's like I go into the first date, she's like, wait a second, you're not 6'2". I'm like, hang on, it gets worse. She's great, dude. I love her. She's awesome, so. Yeah, the first date was not great, honestly. The first date, her parents are from Morocco, okay? You guys know where Morocco is? Okay, good, because I didn't really know about 16 months ago. I'm going to be honest, the first date, she just yammered on about Morocco. She's like, my parents are from here, we go back here, we visit here every year. And she just sees me 20 minutes in with a fucking open jaw just staring at her like, she's like, hold on a second, do you even know where Morocco is? I said, give me multiple choice, because honestly, I was not positive. And the back half of that word is Italian, okay? Look at me. I worked at 4 pizzerias in 2 years. I knew a lot of Roccos, all right? That shouldn't be a country in Africa. It should be a city in Italy. I mean, it's a beautiful Italian name. You guys seem cool. This is a nice city. You guys seem nice and quaint. I was in Philadelphia last weekend doing shows. That's a fucking dice roll. That's you just walk outside the club at midnight. Someone's getting curb stomped in front of a Wawa. Everything's fine. Nobody calls the cops. I'm like, is like we should do something about this, right? One of my good friends from high school, he moved to Philly like right after college, and he's been there. He's been there for like 10 years since. So he's like, let's go out in the gayborhood. Have you guys heard of this? Philadelphia had this neighborhood. That's their gay area. They call it the gayborhood, right? You guys have a gay area here in Chicago, right? They call theirs the gayborhood. He's like, let's go out in the gayborhood. I'm like, I don't want to go out in the gayborhood. I'm gonna get hit on all night. He's like, dude, you're not gonna get hit on. I was like, that's fucked up, okay? Because I had a mustache about 6 hours ago, and I think I would have got hit on a couple times. But we're walking around the gayborhood, and I get it, it's fun, it's a play on words. But I go to him, I'm like, it's 2024, the sports teams have to change their names, all this shit. And I'm like, why are we calling it the gayborhood? Like, let's just call it like every other neighborhood, right? Like, that's how Philadelphia is. They are a progressive city, but there's still a tint of homophobia, right? They're like, yeah, we can have them, but we need to know where they are at all times. Right? And he's like, what, you guys don't have the gayborhood in New York? I'm like, no, we just have the entire city. Like, it's the gayest city in America now that San Francisco's on fire. Are you insane? Come here. Fuck, guys, gay guys fucking everywhere. Glory holes at Penn State. It's a gay. I love it. I just keep looking at you, got the Yankee hat on, so. That's nice. It's not going great, man. I said no. I'm happy. I'm about to move with my girlfriend. We've been together for a while. You get that age of like early 30s. You guys, I'm sure you guys know, you settle down. Some people are still fucking around. Some people have like 4 kids already, right? Especially out here in the Midwest. You guys probably have like 8 kids each, right? I'm trying to push off my kid till 45, which I know is very dangerous. But I'm like, I don't want 8 kids by 31. But I do. I have one buddy in our crew. He's still single. He's wild. Okay, he's in his 30s. He's doing coke on a weekly basis. It's getting bad. Okay, I'm trying to talk some sense into him, right? I don't know. We have single guys here at all, or is this all couples? Single guys, yeah. Single guys. You guys know if one of your buddies is out fucking around, right? You use that as entertainment. His dating stories are your entertainment for the week, right? You get all cozied up on the couch, you get the popcorn out, you hit him up, you're like, all right, what'd you do? How many lies did you do? What'd you tell her, right? You tell her you really didn't vote for Trump, what did you tell her, right? So that's what I do with my one buddy. This is my wild boy, right? He comes to me the other day, he goes, Tom, dude, I'm telling you, bro, I went out with this girl last night, and I'm telling you, dude, this might be it. And he hasn't been with a girl for longer than 4 months his whole life. I'm like, one date? What are you talking about? He's like, dude, I could sense it. I could sense a vibe, right? It was amazing. We're at the restaurant. I'm making her laugh. She's making me laugh. I'm like, no, she's not, right? She makes a lot of money. Her parents are still together. Everything seems good, seems nice, right? And I'm like, I really want to give this a shot. I'm like, all right, great. He goes, but there's one issue. We're walking back from the restaurant, and I pull out a cigarette, and she freaks out, right? She's like, oh my God, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna kiss you if you smoke that. And he's like, what do I do? And I told you about this guy already. He's been smoking cigarettes since he's like 14, right? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I guess quit if you really like her that much. But in that moment, what registered to me was the difference between a man and a woman when it comes to dating, right? Because a woman just ended all right there, right? So I wanted to comfort him. He's my friend, I wanted to comfort him. I was like, dude, that's hilarious. I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy. Figure out what you want to do, but that is hilarious. Because one time I went out with a girl, and we were walking back from the restaurant, and she pulled out a cigarette. And she saw me looking at her, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you not going to kiss me if I smoke this? And I was like, what? Are you serious? I will fuck you if you have AIDS. You're the hottest girl I've ever gone out with in my life. Are you insane? Smoke crack in front of me. I'm a guy. All right, guys, you guys were a lot of fun. My name's Tom.